First things first, we're going to be covering a few exercises to target your chest. So grab your door anchor accessory that comes with your bands. The bands can go up to 100 pounds in resistance, so make sure to set it up in a way that you are comfortable with in order to do some flies, which is going to be the first chest exercise. When doing the chest flies, you really want to make sure to squeeze your chest at the top of the movement and let go slowly, repeating 8 to 10 times. You can also do single arm flies targeting each individual pec. The same rule applies, make sure to squeeze at the top of the movement and releasing slowly. Next, put your door anchor accessory under your door because we're going to be targeting your upper chest. We're going to be doing incline presses, squeezing at the top, letting go slowly, and repeating for 8 to 10 reps. Just like the flies, you can do a variation targeting each pec individually and squeezing at the top of the movement. Since there is a variety of weight options, make sure to adjust it for this next exercise. We're going to be doing incline flies, which is a harder variation. However, make sure to place it to a weight that you are comfortable with for doing 8 to 10 reps. Personally, this is one of my favorite exercises with these bands to target the upper chest. You can also mix it up and do some single arm incline flies. Next up, let's dive into some arm and shoulder exercises. For the first one, we're going to be doing curls, so step over the bands, grabbing a weight that you are comfortable with, and we're going to be doing double arm curls, squeezing at the top and letting go slowly. Now there are different variations for targeting your biceps. Additionally to the double arm curls, you can do single arm curls, close grip curls, and also hammer curls. Now moving on to triceps, I do recommend you choose a lighter weight. The first exercise we're going to be doing for triceps are tricep kickbacks. Next is going to be the overhead tricep press. Now remember guys to keep it between 8 to 10 reps per exercise. Instead of stepping over the bands, you can do this exercise by using the door anchor accessory and putting it at the top of the door. And finally, using the door anchor accessory, you can use these bands to do tricep pull downs. I'm sure you're really familiar with this exercise due to doing it at the gym with cables. Next up, let's dive into a few shoulder exercises, starting with the lateral raises. You can also do front lateral raises to target your front delts. And also you can do different variations by doing one arm at a time. One of the most common shoulder exercises are overhead presses. You can do these with the bands as well, simply placing them under your knees, attaching a weight that you're comfortable with, and doing 8 to 10 reps. Now targeting your rear delts, you can go into some face pulls. Simply attach the door anchor accessory to the top of the door and pulling each band to the side of your face, squeezing at the top of the movement. Now going into some back exercises, we're going to start with some reverse flies, using the door anchor accessory and putting it at the top of the door, grabbing a weight that you're comfortable with and doing 8 to 10 reps. You can also go into some rows, pulling the bands to your chest and squeezing at the top of the exercise, like I said, doing 8 to 10 reps. Another variation of rows would be the single arm rows. Now targeting your lats, we're going to be doing standing lat pushdowns. You can also do seated rows like you would do with cables at the gym. Simply put your door anchor accessory at the bottom of the door, sit down and pull the bands to your chest, squeezing at the top of the movement. You can also do seated single arm rows. Now keeping the door anchor at the bottom of the door, you can do bent over rows. Finally, let's dive into some leg exercises. So starting off, we'll go into some squats. So attach a weight that you are comfortable with, place it under your feet and lift it over to your shoulders. Next up, we're going to be using the ankle strap accessory as well as the door anchor accessory. Placing the door anchor under the door and the ankle strap to your ankles, we're going to do some kickbacks targeting your glutes.